Here's the starting five. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Green is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Bradley. And it's Curry in at the 2 spot. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center. No good from Simmons. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, the 2 words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
Well, you bring up some great points.
The slash ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive cutting mentality.
Bradley against Holiday. Lopez inside. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Jumps up, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. Back to Giannis. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Count it. Good. Simmons got his second basket.
Sensing the contact coming and adjusting his shot accordingly. Nice recognition and adjustment by Simmons.
Now here is Holiday. Against Indiana, he was really on his game.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Curry against Antetokounmpo. Outside Curry. Outside Green. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And checking out some numbers for Jrue Holiday. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. He's around 18 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
And that one's good. Maxey. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth. A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power.
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. Now, here's Maxey. Guarded closely. Lays it up off the glass.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
To the inside. Howard in the post. Defended by Portis. Howard, that's good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here is Forbes. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Indiana. Nice shot by Portis.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide-open man and dropping the dime.
The 76ers leading by 4. Now the pass to Howard. 40 seconds left to play here in the first. The shot, no good. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Misses the 3. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Golden State Warriors. Maxey passes to Scott. Now here's Milton. There's 18 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Korkmaz. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Warriors in San Francisco. Good work there as it goes. 7 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Forbes. Can't connect from long distance. And so the first quarter is in the books. Philadelphia ahead, leading by 6. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Tobias Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Bradley. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Simmons in at the 1. Giannis inside. Simmons is there. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
And it's sent back by Lopez. And it's Tony Bradley with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Seth Curry, he's checked in for the 76ers. And they double up Antetokounmpo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Picked up.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Bradley kicks to Curry. Back to Bradley. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Forbes the pass to Giannis. The shot, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the 76ers. 4-point game. Tries again. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Giannis passes to Connaughton, and that's going to be a travel. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Outside, Simmons. Inside, Lopez with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back.
Watch out now.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. He feeds it to Lopez. That shot off the mark. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. It'll be the fourth game in a 7-game road trip.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Knocks it loose. And now Philadelphia on the break. Simmons is running. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Well, I love watching Simmons run the floor. So effortless and efficient in his movement.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Bradley on the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Back to DiVincenzo. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Green. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And Simmons kicks to Green. Out to Harris. 3-pointer. 6 to shoot. Curry against DiVincenzo. Curry can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
Outside Holiday. The dish to Middleton. Kicks to Lopez. To end the cold streak. And the dunk by Lopez.
Putting that Stanton to the test, the big fella, banging it down.
Here's Scott. And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, and with all the stars on the 76ers, and that's a
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. In the corner, Simmons with it. And then Simmons slams it in.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And now the 76ers on the break. Green leading the charge.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Bucks trail by 12. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Bradley. He gets it in there.
And that solid play in the paint
continues here, guys.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Dishes it to Bradley. Outside Curry. Lets it go from 11. Bradley can't get it to go. The Bucks shooting well, 50% from the floor. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Kicks it down to Middleton. Over to the wing. Here's Giannis. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle. Here's Simmons. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Fast break, Milwaukee. Finished off the break. DiVincenzo's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bucks.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Back to Simmons. Outside Curry. Another miss by Philadelphia. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And an intentional foul right there. Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile 1 block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Middleton the pass to Portis. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Howard up on top. Down low. Here's Milton. Back to Howard. Hits the close-range jumper. Howard's got 6.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
1:56 left in the 3rd quarter. Lets the 3 fly. Forbes can't get it to go.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And here's Maxey.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Thursday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And the matchup against the Nuggets, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
And the Bucks with possession here. Bucks trail by 12. Here's Connaughton. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And the 76ers making a change here. Eibel's checked in. Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Holiday. Maxey passes to Thibault. Here is Howard. And he banks in the layup. Howard's got the lead up to 12 now for Philadelphia.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Holiday goes in, and it's sent back by Howard. And so it's Philadelphia enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Just keep grinding. Keep getting stuff.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Howard. Shake Milton is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Maxey. And it's Thibault in at the 2.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for P.J. Tucker. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Harris is checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Green comes in for Shake Milton. Curry's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Bucks trail by 10. Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Harris. Curry passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
Bucks passing it around. Middleton finds Lopez. Back to Middleton. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Dan, I tell you what, Middleton does a nice job using his length inside. You know, when he gets in a good spot, he's a high percentage shooter from there.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. Simmons with it. He dishes it to Howard. Over Lopez. Taken away by Holiday.
Really, that's why you don't want to go up into the air without a plan. Had no option of what to do with the ball.
The feed to Howard. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 assists tonight. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the 76ers?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Ball's knocked loose. Feeds it to Simmons. Back to Harris. Pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
When he's sprinting down the court like that to the basket, Simmons is virtually impossible to stop.
Simmons against Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Curry against DiVincenzo. From 10 feet out, and the 76ers tack on 2 more. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's Giannis. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Really, you know what? Trying to keep Antetokounmpo off the glass, that's a tough assignment because he's long and he can leap.
Pass to Howard. And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he gets the bucket.
And Giannis is a beast, a Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
The 76ers leading by 10. Curry deciding where to go with it. Four on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Count that one. 14 points for Dwight Howard.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the 76ers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
Boy, I tell you, look at these teams. They're very evenly matched. This could be one of the better in-conference battles we see this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Howard.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Curry outside. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Outside Curry. There's the triple. The shot, no good. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. The borough of Brooklyn is the location for... Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the... Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Ben Simmons. Bradley is out there with Tobias Harris. And there's Seth Curry. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, Green is out there with Harris. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Harden. And it's Johnson in at the point. Indoors tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 25-point game against Golden State.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
Curry against Johnson. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Harden's got the ball. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Now, DeAndre Jordan simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Harris outside. Back to Curry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, Seth Curry has never been one who's afraid of contact. Does such an exceptional job drawing the defender into his trap.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. It's Harden with the drive.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
It's the Nets now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. Curry wide open, and the three ball is good. Curry's got 7 points.
Well, you cannot let Seth Curry have room to shoot on the perimeter. You are asking for trouble.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
The shot by Curry, no good. The Nets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. They kick it out to Green. On the wing, Harden. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for Johnson. And that one's good, Maxey. 1:51 left in the first. Now, here is Irving. Defense is right there. Here's Claxton. The kick out to Irving. Over Maxey. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, sometimes it's about shot selection, and Kyrie Irving finds the weakness in the defense consistently.
Out to the wing. Howard against Griffin. Howard, the pass to Korkmaz. Howard with the steal. To the paint. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
That is a grown man move from Dwight Howard.
Now, here is Harden, defended by Milton. From 17 feet out, with the tip, and Griffin stays with it.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them hustle points right there. Now, here's Maxey. Here's Milton. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. The tray. Rebound, Brooklyn. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
They've got Irving. Luwawu is out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the power forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Outside Irving. And a miss there on the triple. Now the 76ers on the break. Scott, good. And it's a tie ball game.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Irving. Not a lot of room. Here's Claxton. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Claxton's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Here's Thibault. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Korkmaz passes to Maxey. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Passes it to Luwawu. Outside Irving. Takes it from 10. Griffin. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Irving attacking, and the basket is good. Irving's got his second bucket. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change. But sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 6 teams, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Harden, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Green. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, he's got length and size. Danny Green is very comfortable operating near the cup.
On the wing, Harris. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Green. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Well, you have to talk about DJ's agility. This guy loves flashing that athleticism and speed.
Curry outside. The rebound by Harden. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Here's Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Harden scanning the floor. 2 points. That one goes.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Curry against Johnson. The shot by Curry, no good. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Here's Curry. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got 9 points. 12 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Johnson, the pass to Harris. Harden outside. Basket counts.
And it is easy.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. James Harden was the man in the first. He ended up with 15 points. And that's...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Tobias Harris is out there with Brent. Then it's Curry. And it's Green, and it's Simmons in at the 2 guard. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Irving's got the lead up to 8 now for Brooklyn. Simmons looking it over. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, guys, you really can't say enough about Simmons. Bouncing off defenders like it's nothing on his way to the bag.
Outside Irving. Fires the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. And their next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. And they're in the middle of this long string of games away from home. That'll be game 4 of 7 straight away.
He has become a pure shooter. And from mid-range, Harris is deadly.
Here's Irving. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 8 points for him.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Curry's shot is off. Nets leading by 6. Harris dishes to Jordan. Left side, Irving. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
And here's Harden for 3, and it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got his 4th rebound in this one. On its way from Curry for 2. Another miss by Curry.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
The 76ers trail by 8. The rebound by Jeff Green. The Nets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Harden the pass to Jordan. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the inside, Bradley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Philadelphia, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Dwight Howard's checked in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Simmons. And Maxey's subbed in for Seth Curry. Brown kicks to Griffin. He gets that one.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Here's Maxey. Howard trying to free himself up. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Bradley.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Claxton the pass to Johnson. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Now here's Johnson. Defense right on him. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Bradley's got 7 rebounds in the game. And he dunks it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And stolen by Thibault. And here comes the break. For the tie. A shot by Milton, no good. Brooklyn leading by 3, and here they go. Howard with the steal. 3 on 3. And so they foul intentionally. Now here's Maxey, defended by Griffin. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Yes, that goes in.
Well, what do? If you play up on Kyrie, he'll go by. If you back off him, he'll pull up. Pick your poison. Doesn't matter.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game here. Nets lead by 3. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Nets with the lead. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for Brooklyn now, Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then it's Johnson. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. No good from Simmons.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Harden against Simmons. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy. And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
It's Curry outside. Good D by Johnson.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And they go to the intentional foul. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. The 76ers also with a sub. Howard's checked in for Bradley. Brooklyn leading by 5. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Nobody near Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
No good from Simmons. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Harden to the middle. Jordan and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Tries yet again. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Tobias Harris.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Now Irving. Launches a 3. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Outside, Green. On the wing, Harris. Curry looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. The 11-footer. Bucket is good.
Well, as reliable as it gets from the mid-range. Seth Curry very good at finding those opportunities in those spaces.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. That one goes in. Harden's got 19 points.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
And a wide open look for Simmons. From outside, off the mark.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
And it's Irving missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Harris kicks to Simmons. Again, Philadelphia.
We know Simmons is a great creator. Here, he shows us he can also work off the catch.
There's 1:47 left in the game. At the elbow, Harden. Fires for three. He can't get that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moment.
Here's Irving. He sinks the 11-footer. Irving's got 13 points in the second half.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Simmons. Good D by Jordan. Brooklyn leading by 6. Jeff Green on the wing. For three, Harris nailed from three-point land.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Back to Curry from deep three-point range. That shot no good. Brooklyn with the ball. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Howard's shot is good.
If you had a question as to how Dwight Howard is up there amongst the all-time leaders in offensive rebounds, that's an example why.
And Irving launches it from deep. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Outside, Simmons. Lets it go with a three. No good on the shot. So it's the Nets picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And you've got it on 2K. DA, it's all you.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. And here we can check out the score for Trae Young.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Harris. Then there's Bradley. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Hawks, they've got Hunter. Trae Young is out there with Collins. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Herter in at the power forward position.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Here's Curry, rejected by Young. In the corner, it's Hunter. Back to Young. The dish to Capella. The shot's good.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Young with no one around. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
For whatever reason, they came in a little tight tonight. That should loosen them up.
Young shoots over Curry. Young, no good.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Outside, Simmons. Inside. Bradley can't get it to go. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Capella, the pass to Herter. Young outside. 5 to shoot. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. And Steve, as we get into the middle of the season, do you feel we have a good idea of who the contenders are at this point?
The major forces, Kevin, you know for sure where they are. There are always some teams you can't tell if they're legit or not just yet.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
Young passes to Capella. Back to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And the dunk by Capella.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Alinari, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Bogdanovich comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Tony Snell's checked in for Trae Young. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Collins. Now, here's Maxey. Makes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Rondo passes to Capella. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Capella's got 9.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Rondo. Pass to Milton. The 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
Now, here's Capella. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Here's Snell. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The 76ers trail by 10. And here's Maxey. Howard trying to free himself up. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game. Right wing. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Gallinari outside. Rondo looking over the floor. Over Maxey. Up again. Milton grabs the board. And they're running. Great D that time from Rondo. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. The Hawks. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Snell in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. With the shot. And too long on the shot.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
And Gallinari throws it down.
He's showing his all-around game. Gallinari doesn't get to the rim that much, but has the size to do damage once he's there.
And it's Simmons penetrating.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now here's Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Down low. Pass to Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Rondo against Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
Now here's Rondo. The pass to Snell. Here's the 3. No good that time. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 10. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure in that one. Didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
Here's Okongwu after Ben Simmons' bucket. Now Rondo. The baseline J. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Brantley. Shake Milton comes in for Danny Green. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. And Atlanta has possession after the Sixers pick up 2. Hunter, the pass to Capella. Out to the right wing. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Philadelphia making a change here. Scott's checked in. The 76ers trail by 6. Maxey passes to Howard. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Capella. Young from outside hits it from 3-point range. Young's got his second bucket tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
1:49 left in the first half. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. From outside the arc, Herter tipped back in for 2. Herter's got his first points of the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding
after that one.
Passes it to Howard. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. It's stolen by Milton. To the paint, and here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. Howard kicks to Scott. Takes a three. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 8 rebounds in this game. Out left to the wing. Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Capella's got 11.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Backseat passes to Howard.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The 76ers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Shake Milton.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Here's Collins. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Young passes to Capella. Back to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 6 to shoot. Here's Collins. Not going to go that time. And so it's Atlanta with... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... Clint Capella had it going on in the first quarter. He had 11 points in the first... And...
Pull it back, Kobe. Rest in peace to the Mamba and baby GG.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Clint Capella has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Bradley. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Curry. And it's Simmons in at the point. Now, here is Young after Clint Capella's miss. Here's Huerter. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Now here's Simmons, trailing by 10. And the rejection by Collins.
Excellent feel and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim.
A nice shot by Young. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. That wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
His team hasn't picked up the slack, but he's doing everything he can do to win this game for them.
Capella with it, 11 points in the game. Young, good.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Collins against Simmons. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Can't give Simmons a lane like that, especially in these pick and rolls. He is able to thread the needle.
Got a piece of it. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And now we've got the intentional foul. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Bradley. Mike Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz checked in for Danny Green. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Here's Korkmaz. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Gallinari outside. There's the three. The Hawks again can't hit. The 76ers trail by 8. The drive by Scott. Pass to Maxey. And here is Milton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Pass to Okongwu. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
One of the more instinctive passers over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
Here's Maxey. The putback, and Howard with the second chance points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Okongwu kicks to Rondo. And stolen by Howard. And now Philadelphia on the break, and that's an intentional foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight. No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. The Hawks leading by 5. Outside Rondo. Outside Hill. 32 seconds left to play here in the third. Okongwu, the pass to Hill. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots from 12. Off the left rim and out.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And the pass to Maxey. Rondo with the steal.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Here's Milton. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Hawks lead by... Head coach Nate McMillan is mic'd up along the sidelines.
Hey, what we got to do here?
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Collins in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Puts it up from 12. Good on the jump shot. Collins has got his first basket.
Becoming comfortable from mid-range, Collins makes shots from all three levels.
Here's Maxey, and slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be, that could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And so they choose to intentionally foul. For the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Rondo. Kevin Huerter comes in for Gallinari. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Bogdanovich. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Harris is checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Green comes in for Shake Milton. Curry's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Capella, Young, good look. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Bradley's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That's his first foul. Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Pass to Simmons. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
Yeah, how about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances despite the D's best effort.
Outside Collins. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Capella.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Curry on the wing. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. To the inside, here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Young against Curry. 9 feet out. No good that time. Great D that time from Howard. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Green, the pass to Simmons.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
Curry with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And Simmons slams it in.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Curry against Young, Capella, and it's sent back by Howard. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Capella's got 4 this quarter. Simmons looking it over. Curry on the wing. On the wing, Harris. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And you can see the determination in Howard's eyes. He relishes the opportunity to provide big baskets like that one.
Young outside. Pass to Huerter. Lob pass to Capella. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Simmons.
And really, this is the role of Capella. To come out, play that strong defense, and alter as many shots as possible.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Collins kicks to Young. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. Tony Snell comes in for Huddle. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Bradley's checked in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
It drops.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Outside Bradley. To the middle. Curry passes it to Bradley. Outside Simmons. Curry looking it over. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining.
Looking for last week's top plays winner? We're posting those on social. Follow us at
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for the 76ers, Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Curry. Then there's Bradley. And it's Simmons in at the point guard. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. And it's Bradley with the ball for the 76ers. Harris finds Curry. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. On offense here, the Bucks. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
No good. Some solid defense from Harris. Now the pass to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Running the floor beautifully in transition. I like when Green makes himself a target.
Here's DiVincenzo. 8 points his last outing.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
And good that time.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Curry on the wing. Back to Simmons. The putback, and it's Bradley on the follow.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here is Holiday. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. And Lopez has it in the corner. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Look, and when someone's open, Lopez will find him, using his height to see over the defense.
Harris outside. Here's Simmons. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Simmons passes to Bradley. Curry on the wing. Plays it up and banks it in. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
I mean, what you can appreciate about Simmons is his all-around game. I mean, he can score, he can pass, I mean, he can rebound, and he does it all at an efficient rate.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Tony Bradley. Scott comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Green. And Portis throws it down.
Then you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning there, don't be surprised.
Simmons on the wing, defended by Middleton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
He doesn't get the second one. Bucks trail by 3. Fast break, Milwaukee. The 3. And it's Connaughton missing. Here's Maxey. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now, here's Portis. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Indiana.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy lay.
And Simmons slams it in.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the throwdown.
34 seconds left to play in the first. Forbes the pass to Portis. And again, the Bucks miss. Philadelphia leading by 7. Here's Simmons. Good on the shot. Simmons got 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Connaughton. 20 points for him last game against Indiana.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
Here's Simmons. Chalk up 2 there. He's got 11.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Good if it goes. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We come back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Maxey out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. Then there's Scott, and it's Korkmaz at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Forbes the pass to Portis. Here is Forbes. Back to Portis. Shoots. Forbes can't get it to go.
Oh, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Scott the pass to Maxey. Thybulle on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
To the left side wing. Here's Connaughton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. For 3, Middleton. Rebound by the 76ers.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Korkmaz. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Warriors in San Francisco. Here's Tucker. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
He might not beat too many guys in the foot race, but Tucker is always going to bust his butt to get out on the break.
And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bradley's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Scott. Danny Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Seth Curry in for Maxey. The Bucks also changing it up. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Curry. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Bucks trail by 13. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. Down low. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
This speaks to how strong Portis is. It's obvious he enjoys showing off that muscle.
Harris outside. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Curry. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Milwaukee also making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Outside Curry. Pass to Bradley. Back to Curry. Simmons working it over. Lopez with the block.
And having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Holiday against Simmons. 52 seconds left here in the second. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Holiday against Harris. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Beyond the arc. That shot misses. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Bradley. Back to Simmons. Bradley against Lopez. And Bradley gets it to go.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers finding a 15-point.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 15 points and 2 rebounds. And from what we saw so far from the 76ers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Tremendous game so far.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oh, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call, you know.
That is.
Got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree. Here's Curry, and it goes down 2 points. Curry's got 6 points.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Lopez left side. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Green taking his time here. Bradley passes to Green. Outside, Simmons. Oh, what a beautiful play.
What intensity. Did you see that? Great. How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
And a quick look now at the NBA scoring leaders. Third is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Curry. The Bucks also. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Simmons, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Simmons got 21.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Tony Bradley. Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. Hilton the pass to Scott. Here's Howard, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here is Holiday. D right on him. Comes up empty down low.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute a game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up. A high percentage shooter from these spots. Portis has tons of confidence in his inside scoring ability.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him. This is his first trip to the line tonight. The first one falls. Milwaukee making a switch here. Forbes checked in. And so he hits both. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And here is DiVincenzo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And the Bucks making a change here. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Passes it to Maxey. 58 seconds left to play in the third. Outside, Scott. And there's the pass to Maxey. Clock at 4. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. While we have the chance, we'd like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. The 76ers, number 1. 5th best, the Bucks.
Great play from both of these teams in the open court. You love the energy and effort they've displayed lately here in getting out and forcing the issue.
Danny Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. Middleton finds Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 16-6 run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for the 76ers. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game. Lopez kicks to Middleton. Back to Lopez. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The strength of Lopez. I mean, he's fantastic at cutting through the contact and converting.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
It's Curry with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got 4 this quarter. And stolen by Thibault. And so it's Philadelphia ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action after this word. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've got Seth Curry. Green is out there with Harris. Then it's Simmons. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Outside Curry. 13 feet away. That one a little long. Giannis passes to Karuch. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Thursday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And you know, for that matchup with Denver,
I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
Pass to Simmons. Back to Curry. 76ers moving the ball around. Howard dishes to Harris. Outside Curry. Ball stolen. Giannis left side. Poked away and stolen by Howard. Outside Curry. Simmons on the wing. Antetokounmpo defending. Curry kicks to Howard. Curry passes to Howard. The dish to Green. Clock at 6. Simmons on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. Giannis outside. And Giannis throws it down.
and guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Here's Curry outside Green. Howard dishes to Harris. Back to Howard. Had a hand on it. Fast break, Milwaukee. Chris, you played for 5 different teams in your career and a number of different coaches. As you look back, what percentage of great coaching is X's and O's? And what percentage is just inspiring your players and getting them motivated?
X's and O's are probably the most important. You need a coach that can adapt his system to the players on his team, to the teams that are coming up, that can adjust in coaching style. And so I definitely think as far as that, the coaching, the skill set, and the play calling is definitely important. And I think motivation has a part to play as well.
Pass to Simmons. Lets the 3 fly. 76ers with the new shot clock. Passes to Howard. Simmons left side. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Simmons can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 20. On the wing, Giannis. Antetokounmpo passes to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
For Philadelphia, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here's Simmons. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And when you foul Simmons, you really got to foul him. You don't want to just mess around. He powers through.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Green.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Philadelphia.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ben Simmons.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
And Howard with the second chance points.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Forbes can't get it to go. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Maxey. Caruch grabs the board. And here they come. To the right side. Shot to stop the run. With the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
To the inside, here's Howard. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as he gets near the rim.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home.
Hey, I'm the 2K MC, and if you haven't heard about the upcoming events in the neighborhood, well, this is your chance. This weekend, check out Court Conqueror. Win 4 games in a row in this 3-on-3 event for a chance to win some fun prizes. On Wednesday.
And David.
Kevin, thanks very much.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
So the Nets starting 5. We've got Irving. Green is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the 76ers, Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Bradley. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Simmons in at the point guard. And it's blocked by Jordan. And he gets it back. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Here's Bradley. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Golden State Warriors. Jordan inside. He's against Green. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, somehow, some way, you got to keep Jordan away from the basket, because if you allow him to get it there, he's flushing.
Now here's Simmons. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State.
And, you know, he was getting fouled time and time again and really delivered at the free throw line. Huge contribution there, guys.
And as we come down the home stretch, some teams in position for the playoffs. How do you prepare for those young players who haven't been there yet, are wide-eyed and learning as they go?
You know, I'm not sure there's any preparing for it. I mean, they're going to be expected to contribute. You've got to be prepared from the standpoint of knowing your assignments, and because there's so much more information today, that does help. But the reality is they've already given the coaching staff a reason to think they have what it takes to help them make a run.
Here's Irving. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
You know, Irving is deadly from mid-range and really embraces that shot. He doesn't shy away from it, and I think he can give opponents a lot of problems because of it.
Now here's Simmons. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Harden outside. It's good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Harris kicks to Curry. Bradley trying to break free. Brooklyn with the ball. A big stretch here, going 10-2.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only one.
Oh, that was terrific!
Man, my goodness! And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
The drive by Simmons. The double clutch. Bradley passes to Simmons. And he can't bank that one in.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Green kicks to Irving. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, At some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Green finds Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Nice body control by Seth Curry. I mean, he's so good at fending off defenders on the way up.
Here is Harden. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Brooklyn leading by 11. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Jordan. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Curry, and it's in there. Curry's got his second basket.
It helps when Seth Curry is on the attack. He wants to get as close to the rim as possible.
And here's Harden for 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
We've got Maxey. Howard is out there with Mike Scott. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. And that one's good, Maxey.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Johnson with it. 8 points his last outing. There's the pass to Claxton. Johnson surveying the floor. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers trail by 9. Here's Milton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Shake Milton. And a change for the Nets. Irving's checked in. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now, here's Maxey. It's blocked. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Thibault, the pass to Scott. And here's Maxey to end the run. He takes it up and lays it in. Maxey's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Here's Irving. Rebounded by Howard.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Scott has it in the corner. Here's Thibault. Tips it. And Howard with the second chance points.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Irving with it, and it's Howard picking him up, and that one good.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Thibault on the wing. He's covered by Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Tony Bradley's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Mike Scott. Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. And a switch here for Brooklyn. James Harden, he's checked in for Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. From deep three-point range, that's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Now you got to remember that Harden has a quick trigger, staple gun quick. This guy is looking to score as soon as the ball touches his hand. And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Brooklyn leading by 13. Now Harden, he's got 11. 44 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Elbow shot. The offensive rebound. Shakes him. And Griffin slams it in.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Here's Simmons. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Harden against Simmons. Good on the bucket.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Harris outside. And the 3 off target. Back to Thibault. And here's Simmons for 3. The shot misses. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds. And that does it for our halftime show. We now...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Brooklyn now, Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Chioza in a 2-guard.
Man, it's always fun watching Harden get going. I mean, he can spray you from outside or slay you from inside. And it's usually pick your poison.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Simmons inside, guarded by Harden. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Harden, no good. The 76ers trail by 15. And it's Simmons penetrating. Here's Bradley. Second shot opportunity, and Jordan sends it back.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Pass to Chiozza. Harden outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. For three, Harris. It's not going to go for it. And Philadelphia the other way now. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. That'll be game one of a 4-game road trip. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Tony Bradley. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Green. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for James Harden. Milton with it. Harris is there. And it's good for 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Curry against Irving. Shoots over Curry. And again, it's the Nets missing. The 76ers trail by 13. Shoots the 3. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Out to Harris. Jordan the pass to Irving. On the wing, Irving. Connects from 3-point range. Irving's got 13. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Mike Scott's checked in for Seth Curry, and the Nets miss again.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Milton's shot is good.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Harris drives in, and he banks in the layup. And the Nets lead by 14.
Well, I love to see Joe Harris not settling, instead choosing to be opportunistic and mixing up his offensive attack.
Milton with it. Griffin's there. A shot by Milton, no good. Inside, and Griffin slams it in.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
The 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Outside Irving. Passes it to Claxton. Count it.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Maxey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Tony Bradley's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Scott. Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Brown, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Harden in for Johnson. Harris misses. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Nets leading by 16. Irving dishes to Harden. Back to Irving. The kick out to Brown. No good on the triple. Bradley deciding where to go with it. Lays it up and banks it in. Bradley's got his second bucket tonight.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. What a night they've had. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Bradley is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Green. Then it's Simmons. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a 14-point game. Launches it. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Irving's shot is good.
Well, the team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up.
No good from Simmons. Brooklyn leading by 16. And here's Harden. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
You know, tremendous and wonderful balance from Harden. This dude could have been a running back of the highest caliber with his size, dexterity, and balance. Never lets the defense get him out of his rhythm.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Brooklyn.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
Here is Harden. Jeff Green on the wing. Misses the 3.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Brooklyn leading by 16. And stolen by Simmons. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Harris is checked in for Luwawu. Harden with it. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Shots good by Simmons.
Outstanding focus that time by Simmons. Nothing really rattles this guy. He's unflappable, even when he's getting bodied by the defense like that.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Harden can't hit. The 76ers trail by 16. And the wide open shot from Green. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Nets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Green kicks to Harden. Green, and Green is right there. And the Nets lead by 18.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Harris passes to Green. A 3-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 16. Harris with it. Picked up by Harris. Harris misses.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Brooklyn.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
You know, no matter what happens next time they meet, I think this was the biggest game they'll play against each other this season. Getting that 2-1 advantage means so much.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for James Harden.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And it's Bradley on the follow.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great positioning.
At the elbow, it's Harris. Jordan kicks to Harris. Uncovered. It's hauled in by Harris.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Outside, Simmons. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Three-pointer. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. And here's Brooklyn. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Green finds Irving. From deep. And that one is off. 17-foot shot on the way. No good. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
Hey there, it's that time of the week.
It's an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV. First up, there's another 2K League draft in the books.
That's right, and for these draftees, their lives have changed overnight. It is now their job to play NBA 2K.
And what an amazing job it is if you can get it, Steph.
What a fantastic look at the skyscrapers. And is that...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point. And for the 76ers, Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Green. Then there's Bradley. And it's Harris in at the 4 spot. Left side Curry. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And the wherewithal by Simmons, sensing the hit coming and adjusting his shot accordingly.
Now Young. Here's the 3. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Stolen by Collins. Here's Herter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think at this point, you already know what you got, Kevin, and so what you want to do, I want to be the best at what it is that I can do, and that's where I think coaching staffs are focused right now.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Here's Bradley. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Pass to Young. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Collins looking around. Young passes to Capella. Just 4 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Herter. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Green. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Warriors. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Atlanta making a switch here. Rondo's checked in.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Hunter. And Tony Snell subbed in for Kevin Herter. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Bogdanovich finds Rondo. Yep, that one goes.
Embracing the hit on the way up. Rondo hard to take down. Even when he gets bodied up a little bit, the balance stays there.
Now, here's Maxey. To the paint. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Hawks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Snell, the pass to Rondo. The pass to Okongwu. Outside for Rondo. The 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Maxey. The feed now to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And no answer for Dwight Howard that deep inside the paint, always looking to throw it down.
Passes to Rondo. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now, here's Maxey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for him. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Both shots good from the stripe.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rondo passes to Okongwu. Outside for Rondo. Bogdanovich wide open. Okongwu right through the D for the layup. Okongwu's now got 6. Pass to Maxey. Just 3 on the clock. The putback. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage...
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Philadelphia ahead, up 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Green is out there with Harris. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Bradley in at the center, locking down the middle. And Philadelphia making a change here. Curry's checked in. Collins checked in for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. Shots good by Simmons. Simmons got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Young kicks to Collins. Count it, good.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to the Clippers.
Yeah, always disappointing when you allow a team to come back. But as we all know, no lead is safe in the NBA.
And Simmons slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And stolen by Simmons. Here's Curry. It's rebounded by Huerter. The Hawks trail by 6. And here we go. And stolen by Simmons. It's stolen by Capella. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Yeah, Hunter getting enough room to find somebody to be hunted.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Bradley. Simmons on the wing. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. In the corner, Huerter with it. Hunter, no one around him, knocks down the 3-ball. Hunter's got 5. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is... Oh, that was huge!
Incredible. You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Here's Young. Yep, that one goes in there.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Simmons passes to Bradley. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 3.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Huerter. Down low. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And they go to the intentional foul. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Molinari comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young. Lock at 6. The pass to Okongwu. The fadeaway. Misses off the left iron. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Maxey. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Rondo passes to Okongwu. Back to Rondo. Kicks it out to Collins. He dishes it to Okongwu. And stolen by Scott. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Howard. Now here's Maxey. He's tightly guarded. Back to Howard. Looking now at some numbers for him. The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
He's just such a specimen out there, Dwight Howard. A physically imposing presence on both ends of the floor.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for John Collins. Yep, it counts. Maxi's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
And it's Rondo penetrating. This is to Okongwu. Atlanta again missing.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Scott can't get it to go.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Passes it to Milton. And here's Maxey. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Makes it off the glass. Howard's got the lead up to 8 now for Philadelphia.
And Howard loves getting positioned down that deep, knowing he's a force in the paint.
Here's Okongwu. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Philadelphia.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Here's Herter. Pass to Capella. Lays it up off the glass. Capella's got 6 points.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
To the middle. Here's Howard. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. The Hawks trail by 8. That's good from Collins on the assist by Hunter. Collins has got his second bucket of the game to go. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They've led by as much as 10. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. No good from Howard. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Young passes to Herter. Now the dish to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Bradley's checked in for Howard. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Green.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Young passes to Herter. Young looking around. And it's off from three-point range. Philadelphia leading by 6. Curry finds Simmons. Shoots over Capella. Here's Bradley outside for Simmons. It's Curry outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Young outside to the inside. Capella and the dunk by Capella.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. 76ers moving the ball around. Curry kicks to Simmons. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. It's stolen by Capella. Hunter with it. He has 5. It's good. And now just a 5-point 76ers lead.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
It's Curry with the drive, and the layup is good. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. It's stolen by Curry. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. For Philadelphia, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Rondo dishes to Okongwu. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And that's 10 points for Onyeka Okongwu. Pass to Milton. Scott kicks to Milton. Out to the right wing. It's Scott on the wing. The pass to Maxey. Inside. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
To the inside, Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
The open shot by Bogdanovich, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the night. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Now, here's Maxey. 10 points for him. Passes it to Howard. It's Scott on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's blocked. Bogdanovich left side. It's deflected. It's stolen by Milton. Off the mark. And so it's Philadelphia in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Shake Milton is out there with Maxey. Then there's Bradley. Then it's Green. And it's Korkmaz in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Swiped it away. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Curry comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. And then for Atlanta, Collins checked in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bojan Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Bradley with the ball and guarded by Capella.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
And it's good, 2 points.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Simmons passes to Curry. Green kicks to Curry. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Feeds it to Bradley. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Pass to Hunter. Young from outside. Kept alive. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And here is Curry. He feeds it to Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Oh, here comes Curry all alone. Bradley, that's for 2. Intercepted. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And that one, good.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Now Curry, the feed to Bradley. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bradley's got 4 points this quarter.
Now, all the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Now, here's Hunter, guarded by Green. Capella, the pass to Hunter. Nailed from three-point land.
And the defense better start respecting DeAndre Hunter from that kind of range.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to Curry. Down low. It's stolen by Capella. Fast break, the Hawks. Hammers it home to polish off. The coach's challenge has been issued. Post game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Simmons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Clint Capella.
And sometimes you have no chance at stopping Simmons from the interior. Just a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
Dwight Howard's checked in for Tony Bradley. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. He kicks it to Capella. Herter passes to Capella. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Curry is inside. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Atlanta with the ball. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's Capella missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 6 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and the basket by Harris.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad. And this young guy relishes the pressure, stepping up there, confident in the clutch.
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. That was a fun night of basketball.